My people, report has it that Fubara is allegedly planning on resigning immediately after he's been reinstated. Do you think this is true? Let me know what's your thoughts are in the comments section. Do you think that Fubara has the guts to resign? If he actually resign, I think that it will be the first political office holder who will ever resign from a very, 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 very important position in Nigeria, because we all know that politicians do not resign. They do not, no matter what, corruption allegation, embezzlement, no matter, sex, even sex scandal, sexual harassment, they would never, over their dead body, they would never resign. So if Ubara actually resigned, it means that he really meant what he said about a month ago when he said, he's no longer interested and, he doesn't care anymore, because back then we all thought that, oh, how can you say you do not care? It's a lie. You say you do not care and you're trying to settle your disputes with some wike. How is that possible? Which means you still care, which means you're still interested. And you even went on to continue to reassure your supporters that, Tinubu is going to reinstate you. You went all the way to London to also meet with the president. So how come you are no longer interested? But it seemed like this report is from a very reliable source, someone who is very close to, Fubara. And also, considering the kind of condition that it was given at the meeting held last night, on Thursday night, with President Tinubu and some wike, I think to resign is the best solution, because how can you be the governor of a state and you are just a figurehead? Because that is what the conditions is going to make him out to be. He's the governor, but he has no say on who are going to be the local government chairman. Maybe you went to you wanted to usurp power from me. You wanted to usurp the structure of River State from me. Now you are not going to get to appoint anybody. Wike will be the one to appoint local government chairman, and also he would not be able to, contest a second term. He would not be able to contest for a second term in office. So after the rest of his tenure is expired, that is it. He's going home. Bye-bye, which means that some wike has a free hand to nominate any other person that he wants, to emerge as governor. I think that actually, factually, I think that some wike is trying to replicate what Tinubu did in Lagos, in River State. I think that is exactly what he's trying to do. For someone who stood and spoke vehemently against godfatherism during him and Rotimi Amaechi's time, to, now do a U-turn to what he's doing now to Siminalaye Fubara, to him now wanting to become a godfather by force, by fire. It's quite the opposite. You guys, if this is your first time here or you have not subscribed to this channel, please go ahead and subscribe. You don't want to miss the juicy details in the rest of this video, because we are going to talk about how and when or if he's going to resign eventually. That is Siminalaye Fubara. Subscribe to this channel, give this video a massive thumbs up as well. That is, click on the like button, that thumbs up, that little thumbs up that you see. Yes, click on it. That way we are able to get encouraged to keep giving you more reliable and authentic news. Lastly, please leave your opinions in the comment section below. Without further ado, my people, let's delve right into the details of today's news. Some credible sources close to suspended Governor Siminalaye Fubara have told our correspondents that Fubara is contemplating resigning, adding that the governor is allegedly waiting for his reinstatement first. The sources will refuse to be mentioned in print because they do not have a governor's authorization to reveal such to the public, strongly informed our correspondents that the governor had said severally in private that he will resign, saying that such move will enable him stay away from the bitter politics in the state and country. The governor is thinking of resigning as governor, but he wouldn't want to do it under suspension, as it may seem to justify President Bola Tinubu's decision of suspending him, and it will also serve as a big disappointment to the PDP governors who went to court to challenge his suspension. To the governor, he thinks it will be better if he resigns to prove that his life does not depend on any political office, as he had repeatedly said he is no longer interested in the governorship seat of the state. One of the sources said Fubara was suspended on March 18, 2025 by the president for an initial period of 6 months under the guise of an emergency rule, which the president declared on River State. The development led to the emergence of retired Vice Admiral Ibok Ibaz as a state sole administrator, which was widely condemned by many who view the action of a president as undemocratic. Some PDP governors who fear that the emergency rule can be made against their states if left unchallenged drag the federal government to court, asking the apex court to determine whether the president has the powers to suspend a democratically elected governor or not, but the Supreme Court is yet to deliver its verdict on it. The two arrowheads of a political crisis in Rivers State, the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike and Fubara, have publicly shown that the rift between them had paved the way for dialogues, as the duo had often been spotted at Wike's residence. Ibas has been running the state as though Fubara does not exist as a suspended governor, but as a removed governor. Despite repeated protests calling for Fubara's immediate reinstatement, the executive and the legislative arm of the federal government had given their full backing to Ibas to run the state as the number one citizen of the state. It is no longer news that all the political appointees of Fubara had been suspended by Ibas, while the over ₦1 trillion budget raised by the sole administrator was presented before the National Assembly by the president. Some also believe that the leadership of the state has been politically captured from Fubara and crippled in a manner that would be difficult for him to be in full control of the state if reinstated. That's just the truth. Even if Fubara gets reinstated tomorrow or even today, he will just be a figurehead. That's just the truth. He will just be there running the state as if he's an assistant governor or a deputy governor, because the local government chairman, he does not have a say on who or who gets appointed. How do you want the local government chairman, how do you want them to now be, relating with him? They will relate with him in terms of, you did not appoint us, you have no right to even remove us, because once you do, your godfather, Nyesom Wike, will see it as a slight. He might even see it as a slap on his face, and he will see it as a spite, and he might come for you. So you have no right to even do anything. He does not have a say in his own government. So what do you think will be the attitude of those local government chairmen? Anything he tells themselves would not even tell in their ears. They would do whatever they please, and they would not even owe him any loyalty. They would not owe him any loyalty, because they only owe loyalty to the person who appointed them in the first place. So which means he will just be running another person's government. He will be in government, he will be at the helm of affairs, but he is not in charge. That is just the way it is. And once his 4 years is completed, he would go without contesting for a second term. I just hope that there is a surprise that God is going to spring up on Nyesom Wike to surprise him, or there is a blow coming that he does not see coming. When it comes to Rivers State and when it comes to Siminalaye Fubara's second term ambition, because I do not believe that anyone should have a final say on whether somebody should become a governor or not, or whether he should run or for a second time or not. I think his work should be able to speak for him, and the Rivers State people should also be able to decide whether they want him to continue, whether they want him there because of the good works he has done, or if they do not even want him, they can vote him out. You get? But not that a politician would now be the one to have a final say to decide who and who gets what in the state. Let's have your total new opinions in the comment section. Thank you very much for always listening and watching. I will see you all in my next video. Bye for now.